Okay. We have a question from one of our clients. Do all businesses need liability insurance? Once again, it's a matter of what type of work you're going to be involved in, and it depends on whether or not you can afford it. Liability insurance is something that's geared towards specific fields. It really depends on the type of field you're in and basically the chances of needing the liability insurance. Not all businesses have it. Not all businesses need it. It depends on what you do. Let's see. Oh, same person. I'll be able to find you through all the questions. E-commerce businesses. It depends on what you sell. It definitely depends on the items that you're selling and whether or not it needs to be back to you. And once again, it also depends on what you're trying to protect. If there's a matter, and also a question of do you have substantial amount of at risk. And if you're maintaining a proper separation between your operations and your personal assets, then you'll understand that if there's anything that was to arise from those operations, only the business operations and only the business assets will be at risk. Let's see, we have a question in regards to particular entity types. Almost any entity type that you maintain proper separation would give you protection. You don't always have to choose a particular one. Basically, there's no such thing as a perfect entity. So once again, this is something that has to be discussed on a more personal level. Make sure you give us a call during our office hours and make an appointment with the accountants or account executives to make sure to discuss with you on a more personal basis to see what type of entity is best for you in terms of asset protection and tax treatment. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we have another one coming up. We have here, if a limited liability company, now one of the factors of a limited liability company, the beauty of it is basically the creation of it helps you separate your liability from your assets, your personal assets that is, and your business operations. One of the catches is depending on which state you go to, and because if you're formed in state A, the laws for your limited liability company in state A versus the laws that regulate the LLC in state B will be different. When you originate from state A and then you open up operations in state B, you have to make sure you register your business operations in state B as a foreign entity, and at that point you're subject to laws that are in state B. Now, not all states have uniform laws for liability companies, so once again, that's another catch, and also something that needs to be discussed with basically us, your accountants, and also your lawyers. Let's see. Okay, we have a question on how to maintain separate accounts and how to separate your funds from your business, especially in the beginning. In the beginning, it's going to be really hard, definitely. You're going to have to fund your business somehow. One way that you can fund your business in a very professional manner is by having an agreement between yourself and the business where you deposit a lump sum of money, and every single business expense is paid from that lump sum and from that business account. Now, if your business isn't set up yet and you're just starting and you have a personal account that you recently opened just to maintain separation between your business and your personal, that's fine too, as long as you can prove it. Now, in the beginning, If it's personal funds you got to put into for your business, that's fine. I've also seen people draft loan agreements between themselves and the business. One common mistake I see people with is that is they make a loan agreement for $50,000 and the deposit into the business account is less than that. Now you have to make sure that everything is uniform, do something that's reasonable. The shareholder or the owners can always have a ongoing, basically contributing income into the businesses, and essentially the business can have an IOU to the owners. Just make sure that you maintain the proper documentation and the proper records. Let's see here. All right, it looks like we're out of time. Now, this webinar session will be available in 2 days after they've cleaned up the audio, and you'll be able to download it from our website. Now, if you have any questions or if you have more specific questions, feel free to contact us and basically ask for an account, like executive or a tax account or a tax analyst, and we'll be able to assist you. Well, I want to thank you for your time and for joining us tonight on a beautiful night for this webinar. Thank you. You guys have a great night.